If your thread breaks or you want to rethread your machine from scratch, first bring your needles to the highest position. Also bring your presser foot up and open the front cover. An easy reference chart for looper threading is located on the inside of the front cover. The machine has been color-coded for easier threading. Always begin with the upper looper, which is the green thread path. Bring the upper looper thread up and pass it through the eye on the thread tray. Snap it into the first thread guide while holding the thread tension disc release button above the color code tension knob to the right. Pass the thread through the tension assembly. By holding the thread tension disc release button to the right while placing the thread into the tension assembly, it ensures that you will get the thread into the tension spring. Now we're going down through the lay-in threading channel, guiding the thread down towards the green dot above the first hook, continuing to the left beneath the wide hook with a green dot, and then straight up to the third hook. Now you are ready to thread through the eye of the upper looper. Pull the thread straight back towards the rear of your machine and turn your hand wheel towards you to align the looper thread. Next, we're going to thread the lower looper on the blue path. The first step is to release the lower looper threader. This is done by gently sliding the lower looper threader to the right open position. Be sure not to push back or pull forward on the threader, as it may become hard to operate. Now we'll bring our thread through the eye of the thread tray and down through the first blue thread guide. While holding the thread tension disc release button above the color-coded tension knob to the right, pass the thread through the tension assembly and down through the lay-in threading channel. Continue straight down to the hook below the first blue hook on the left, below both wide hooks marked with blue dots. Pull the thread straight up and lay it in the fourth silver hook. Drape the lower looper thread to the left so that it catches behind the rectangular clasp. Next, you'll need to return the lower looper threader to the left, back to its original lock position. In this position, you will notice that the red triangles line up. At this point, you'll want to get your tweezers. Now you're ready to thread the eye of the lower looper. Now, bring your thread to the back of the machine. Turning your hand wheel towards you will align the looper threads. This will ensure that the lower looper thread is laying on top of the upper looper. Here's another helpful hint. If you have to rethread the lower looper, you will have to cut off both needle threads and remove the excess thread from below. Then, rethread the looper, followed by the needles. Next is our red right needle thread path. Bring your thread up through the thread tray. Clip in through the first thread guide. Holding the thread tension disc release button to the right while placing the thread into the tension assembly assures that you get the thread into the tension spring. Now we're going down the lay-in threading channel. Bring it under, to the left, and continue to follow the gray arrows on your machine and down through the final silver thread guide. Now you're ready to thread the eye of the right needle. You may want to use your tweezers to bring the thread through the eye of the right needle and pull straight back. Now for the yellow left needle thread path. Bring your thread through the thread tray while holding the thread tension release button above the color-coded tension knob to the right. Pass the thread through the tension assembly. Now we're going down the lay-in threading channel. Bring it to the left and continue to follow the gray arrows on your machine and down through the silver guide. Again, using your tweezers, place the thread through the eye of the left needle and pull straight back.